Have you ever heard of Nendoroid Playsets? These are dioramas made by Good Smile Company for Nendoroids to do different poses and things in them, and they come with lots of accessories. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're feeling cozy. Today we're going to be taking a look at all of the Nendoroid playsets made by Good Smile Company, and also a couple of Nendoroid cubes as well, because they're kind of similar. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, Nendoroid playsets are basically like dioramas that are specifically made for your Nendoroid figures. I feel like they fit standard Nendoroids really well. They can also fit Nendoroid dolls, but it's not like the scale's not the same. The scale's a little bit kind of tricky to get to work. So these are mainly for your regular Nendoroids. I happen to actually have one Nendoroid playset that we will be taking a look at together at the end, so stick around for that. Now, before we fully get into this, I do want to mention that all of the Nendoroid play sets are set up like set A and set B. So you can choose which set you want, or you can get them together and combine them. So our first one here is the Nendoroid playset number 1, School Life Set A. So taking a look at this playset, we see some windows. It basically looks like they're in a classroom. We have some chalk. We have a little desk and a chair. There's a baseball bat, chalk for the chalkboard, a laptop, book, pencil, and it looks like some snacks. So that's everything that set A comes with on its own. Now looking at set B for the school life set, this set, it actually looks like we have some doors, like we're entering the classroom instead of the windows. We also have the chalkboard. It looks like kind of like a PC setup. Snacks, of course, a chair, a little notebook, and a pen. Now what's really cool is if you get both of these sets, you can put them together and make a larger classroom, which we can see in this photo. They took both sets and put them together. And we can see how the chalkboard is kind of just expanded, and now we have a very large chalkboard. And then something that I've never seen before is you can take the two sets together, and then you can also stack another set on top to make like a second floor of classrooms. I thought this was really cool, and it really fits like the classroom theme, because sometimes, well, a lot of schools are multiple stories, so it makes sense to have the classrooms on top of each other. This set would be perfect for any like Nendoroids that series are based in schools. I'm thinking like Doki Doki Literature Club, maybe even Fruits Basket, because they are in school for some of it. Kimi ni Todoko, just to mention a few. There's so many things you could do. Oh, My Hero. My Hero is a good one too. Next up, we have Nendoroid playset number 2, Japanese Life Set. Now, set A is the dining set. So in this, we can see a little room, and it does look like the doors actually slide, which is really nice. There's a dresser and then a little bear figure with a fish in its mouth. Okay. Then we have a little table, a cushion, and then some food and chopsticks. Then set B is the guest room set, and it looks like part of the door like flips around. I don't know if each side like says something different or what. I'm not sure. Again, it looks like the doors actually slide open here as well. And then on the back wall, it's kind of cool because there's shelves, and then there's like a little pot and then a little sword. And then we have a cushion and some like tea and snacks. And then when you put these rooms together, you can really make it look like people are eating together and just having a nice time. And I really like how it looks like all together. All these sets I think look better when they're put together. Next up, we have Nendoroid Playset 3 Culture Festival. Set A has basically like a classroom, like a music room, and then a piano, guitar, like all kinds of instruments and stuff. And then set B also just has like a bunch of instruments and stuff and a stage. And when you put the two together, I mean, the set really comes to life. Like, that's really nice. This would be really cool, like, if there were any series where, like, there's a band that practices at school, or just any school life series, as mentioned before. Then, Nendoroid Playset 4, Western Life Set A. There is a lot going on here, okay? We have lots of different things. This is a really, like, heavily decorated set. I really like it. Like I said, so much going on. We got a mirror, a grandfather clock, I think that's what that's called. Lights on the wall, a lamp. I really love like the window and the curtain and how the curtain is all textured. A gorgeous red chair, a little table, teacup, teapot, flower, all the things. This would look really good for any characters that are like very fancy. And then part B has like a door, and then there's like a dining table set, very like westerny vibes here. Wine, a candelabra, a wine glass, a fire pit. The fire pit's actually really nice. Painting, the deer head, not my favorite, but very western. And then when you put these together, it just basically becomes a whole like room set, and I'm seeing that the door actually opens so you can make it look like someone's walking in or out. This is a really nice set overall. It's giving very like fancy vibes. Now we get into Nendoroid Playset 5, which is when they actually started using photos of Nendoroids in the sets, thankfully, so you could actually visualize what it would look like. Set A is guest seating, so this is like a restaurant vibe type set. So you could have a server like they show here, or you could also just have guests enjoying a meal. We got the booth seating, the table. It looks like a delicious dessert. Looks like coffee and a coffee cup. I'm assuming that the little like plate that the character is holding and the drinks come with it as well, and maybe also that menu book. Then we have set B, which is the actual kitchen, which is really cool, and I like the little like border area in the front they have there. We got the like all the kitchen set up. I see a cutting board, I see a knife, I see some pots and pans in the back, a storage shelf, a fridge. Overall looks really nice, and then when you put them together, looks like a whole kitchen. Now I do want to say you could even get two of part A and just have a bigger like restaurant dining area as well. That would be cool. And I'm also seeing in this photo that the fridge actually opens, which is really nice. You could do some cute things like getting something out the fridge when they're cooking and stuff. Next we have my all-time favorite Nendoroid playset. That is insanely expensive on the aftermarket. I probably will never get my hands on it. This is Nendoroid playset number 6. Set A basically looks like a backyard situation. I think this is so cute. There are just hundreds and hundreds of different posing and photos and things you can do. I feel like this could work for any character. So basically we have the backyard and then like a little like what's that called, like patio like area, and then you can have the character step down into the backyard, and then there's like a little water faucet. There's a little part of a koi pond with a fish jumping out and a turtle. Are we kidding? And a clothesline. Then in part B we have a cat curled up in a ball. That is the cutest thing ever. We have some tea, a little like stepping stone, a broom, pond, and a frog. Ooh, I'm not a big frog fan. And then a little mini bonsai tree. And when you put this set together, it is absolutely gorgeous. I love this so, so much. This is like very high on my wish list, but like not realistic wish list, okay? When I looked up the prices, it was like $100 for each side of the half, okay? No, $200 on that? No. But it is just so, so beautiful. And yeah, you put it together, it makes the full backyard. The pond becomes whole. It just looks so nice. You know what? I need to save this as inspiration to make like a backyard diorama. Maybe that's what we need to do. And I can make it really like Nendoroid doll size too. Then we have Nendoroid Playset 7, which is a gymnasium set. And I'm already gonna say this set is quite large. We have like a volleyball, basketball hoop, a scoreboard, and an actual like sliding door, and then you can actually see like where the court is painted on. Then set B, basically the same thing, except I see we have some basketballs and also like a little mop thing and then a table and a box. The door also opens. And then when you put this together, it is so cool. You have the volleyball net all the way across, the volleyballs, the scoreboard, and then I feel like you just take the volleyball net out to make it into the basketball court with the hoops on each side. That is a really cool one, especially for any sports anime characters. Now this next playset was actually pretty hard to find information on. Thank you to the My Figure Collector website list that has like everything ever, because that's how I was able to find this. So this is Nendoroid playset number 8, which is the Gryffindor Common Room set. Now this doesn't have two halves, it just has the one, and it's really cool, especially for Harry Potter fans and Harry Potter Nendoroids, and I really love that they actually have a photo with a doll in the room, and Hermione looks great. We got the paintings, the fireplace, a little couch, we have some books, a table, just lots of things going on in here. We have some jelly beans and the chocolate frog. Really nice set overall and really good to go with any Harry Potter Nendoroids, and apparently dolls fit pretty well for this set, at least while she's sitting. Then we have Nendoroid Playset number 9, which is the cafe set. We have set A, which is like a little table, a menu, a little plant, some lights, very fancy looking. We got the window with the curtains, which is similar to the Western set design we saw. And I like that this looks very different than the restaurant set. Like, this is still very different. Then we have set B, which basically has like, I guess you could call it the like bar area where they can sit up close to where the drinks are served and stuff, and then there's some drink serving accessories. Put it all together, obviously gorgeous. I really love the like dark red or almost like maroon colorway here. It looks very nice and just like fancy overall. Nendoroid playset number 10, the Chinese study set. Set A has like a little partition type thingy. You see the like background with the big window. There's a painting, a lamp, a little table with a scroll and paintbrush. I don't have this half of the set. I only have one half. Now that I'm looking, I'm realizing I really need the other half. Set B is the half that I do have, which has the window and the bookshelf with like the scrolls, the plants, the little table, the instrument, and the little game board. I love using this for my MDZS characters. I think they just fit perfect for it. Now I have some sets that were never released, but they were seen on display, maybe has like prototypes, and I'm really sad about this first one that got canceled. I'm assuming it got canceled because the video showing off this set is 4 years old, so this is a camp play set. There's like a little tent and a van and a pond, fishing pole, cooler, all the camping things, perfect for the laid back camp girlies. I really love this set and it would definitely be a must for me. And I'm pretty sure, like, at this point, it was still kind of in the process of being developed because I would like to see, like, the trees in the background and stuff get maybe a little nicer. Then we also have this Nendoroid playset stage, which is very cool. It's, like, got the bottom part. It's, like, winning awards, I guess, basically. We got, like, the court and stuff, and then we got, like, higher up. Like, they're up high watching the game and stuff, which is pretty cool. This would have been another cool one to see. But that is all for the actual Nendoroid playsets, and Good Smile Company, we really need some more because these are just so cool and so fun, and I would love to have ones re-released or just ones more accessible. If you want to re-release that backyard set, you will at least have one person purchasing both sets, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Now, I wanted to go ahead and include the Nendoroid Cube sets. There's only 2 of them, but they're basically kind of like the play sets, but not really because the backgrounds are just paper, but there's a lot of accessories. So the first Nendoroid More Cube is the classroom set. So we have like the paper background, which isn't the best, but you could at least get it to get all these accessories because there's books, desks, little cabinets, a laptop, lots of fun things to pose your figures with, and then like some paper cutouts to make books and stuff. And the characters do look really cute in there. Then the cube set number 2 is the shoe locker set, which is, this is definitely like something that you would use to go with a diorama build that you already have. I don't feel like this could fully stand alone because we just kind of have the floor and then the lockers and stuff and the umbrellas. I mean, it's really cute. You would just need more to go with it to kind of fully complete the scene. Okay, and then the last thing I wanted to throw in here, which is kind of like random, they did a Nendoroid More Wood series where they had like this wood diorama set. I don't know how well it sold. I don't think it sold that well because they only ever did one, but it's like this wooden room and then there's a door and table and chairs. Not my favorite, especially when we have the play sets we could get instead. Let's go ahead, let's take a look real quick at my Chinese study set. Of course, I only have one half of it, unfortunately.
What the dog doing? What the dog doing?
So that's just kind of like a hands-on look at what a Nendoroid playset kind of looks like. Anyways, let me know what your favorite playsets are. What do you think about the playsets? Are you like me? Do you wish they would re-release some or make some new ones? And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for your continued love and support, and stay cozy.